There we go. All right. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. We're chilling now. Now we see if I can get this on my phone. There we go. Unfortunately, I can't watch this. Can I see it on my screen? No. I might remove that because that's just public. What? Yeah, I'm trying to check it out, see how this goes. It is not working at the moment, but we're checking about it. Can I see it on edit? Let's do unlisted. There we go. Let's save that now. And can I see it now? We shall see. Alright, hold on. We're gonna copy this. I'm gonna send this to my Discord. To myself. Paste. Alright. Then I'm just gonna go watch the YouTube video on my phone. And then we'll try it out. Oh my god, no. No. I just want to test if things are going out or doing fine. Clearly not. Edit. Okay, there's that on the top right. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Alright. Then I'm just gonna go watch the YouTube video on my phone. I mean, it's doing okay. It ain't. And then we'll try it out. Oh my god, no. No. I just want to test if things are going out or doing fine. Clearly not. Okay, there's that on the top right. I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay. I'm not okay. I think we're chilling, but I don't know if I want to start just yet. I gotta make sure that this video is up and ready. God, when did I watch this? Like a week ago? Ludwig streamer. Okay, cool. We have
and
this video. Zoop.
This is your chance to get 2 top of the line trimmers on the low. I was browsing
I made a video.
Cool. And then, just in case, facing window capture, we want to edit you. There we go. Boom. Boom, baby. We'll do face cam first, right? Live streaming. And then let's see. Let's see if okay. This all right, we're kind of chilling right now, gamers. We're low key chilling. We're just gonna have this up and running. I'm gonna get my laptop out, and I'm gonna see if this is working on the other side. So I'm just gonna like flip this baby up. Yeah, who cares if you're low power? No one cares. No one cares. Blah 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 blah. Am I going live? I don't care if Ludwig's going live. He's not going live though. What? Okay, hold on. Let's look up me. View my channel. Huh. What if I just make it private? Or public? Done. Save. Refresh. We're looking. Here we go. We're looking. All right, we're actually doing good. We're doing good now. Okay, so that viewer's me, I can assume. So this is actually doing pretty good. I'll put my laptop back just in case. Lock the door. Any intruders? Do not want intruders in our frickin' place. Okie dokie. And we got that rolling. This all doing good. Okay. This should be good. I'm testing it out. Doing everything I can. I believe I'm going to be turning off my phone. It's gone. Into the void. No longer in my line of sight. Okay. I think I'm gonna be ready soon. We should see. We shall see indeed. Whew. Getting the heebie-jeebies. Getting all that little loosey-goosey out of my system. The butterflies in my stomach. I don't know why I'm nervous. Just am, you know. Oh. I used to have a camera right there. I don't know why. I don't know why I looked there. It's now this one, which is based. I'm just gonna edit, make sure everything's all looking good. Make sure everything is all nice and clear as day. I don't know what to do for the description. first time streaming and trying to learn from the best. Sure, we'll keep it like that. All right, that sounds good. Well, I think it's time, right? I think so. Hello, everyone. I'm Relish, and I'm here today to stream. Whoop-de-doo, you know? This is the first time, and, you know, I have a lot of time on my hands for the summer, over this next 3 months, 2.5 to be specific. But I think it's gonna go well, you know? I think I'm gonna have a blast. I hope you guys have a blast. And for now, I think as a first stream sort of situation, I feel like it's important to learn from other people. And so I am now going to be watching the Ludwig video on asking 100 streamers how to be successful. And so I think I'm ready to get into this video, you know? We're ready, we're excited, and we'll see how this goes. To be fair, I did watch like 10 minutes of this video already, which is why I'm streaming and getting into it, because spoiler alert, he tells you to stream this video, or to at least start streaming in general, and I figured, well, might as well just stream the video and get insight and blah blah blah, you know, all that dumb important information or whatever. And I figured it'd be fun, so let's load in. Let's load into this, shall we?
I made a video 3 years ago about how to be a streamer, and it
I also watched this
covered
video
a lot of the bases that you will need, and a lot of the stuff here is going to be repetitive information.
Yeah, so I did watch this video, that one, on screen, and I think it's another reason why I kind of started getting into the streaming, or at least wanting to stream, that is. So hopefully this one that's, I guess, modern, at like a few months, can help me get involved, if you will.
But I also have something different this time. This time, it's not just me who's going to be telling you how to be a streamer. I've gone ahead and I've asked 100 of my friends, 100 fellow streamers, on advice for somebody who's up and coming or trying to become a streamer. So I have more info for you this time. It's not just me. I literally went out and asked 100 streamers for advice, and I put it all into a PowerPoint presentation, which I'm calling my Ultimate Guide to Streaming 2024 edition.
I think another reason why this is such a good idea, at least like for reaction based, is that, and for your first stream as well, is you're very like insecure about like wanting to stream, and like you have no idea what to do, and having this video be a way to like do exactly what I am, react to it, is just such an easy way to like get started. So I'm excited.
Let's get into it, class. All you will need is a pen and paper and a positive attitude. Step 1 on becoming a streamer.
Pen and paper.
Stop watching this video if you have not yet gone live. I'm being
and
serious.
This is why I'm
Go live,
streaming.
you lazy fucker. If you have never even attempted to stream before and you are watching this video on how to be a streamer, you're not serious about it. And this is a problem that's not exclusive to streaming. This is a problem that happens in every single hobby you want to pursue. Do you want to be a runner? Oh, I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how I should run and how I should train running before I do it. Oh, you want to start working out? Well, I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how to work out before I start working out. Just do it.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's as simple as that, and that's why I am streaming this video as we speak. So yeah.
Do the damn thing. Just do it, because that is the hardest step, is just doing it. And you'll make a million excuses, and you'll put 100 barriers between you and doing the thing. I don't have the right technology. My equipment's not good enough.
My freaking, I like I used to have a Droid Cam for my freaking phone, and that's how I did videos. Oh my god, it's so bad. I finally got a webcam, but I still only have one monitor. So I'm getting another one probably later this month, but like having no monitor to like manage like tabs and like at least the stream is gonna be so freaking difficult. That's why I'm kind of keeping all my streams as of right now, or at least this one, like simple, easy to do. And so I don't even care about the equipment that I have. Like obviously I could go better. Even my PC is like freaking 4 years old, 3 years old, and geez, like so it really does not matter whatsoever.
I don't have anyone who'd watch me right now. I don't even know what I'd stream. Just fucking do it. If
Real.
you're not even gonna try one single stream, then you are not serious about this. And I'm gonna prove to you that you're not serious, because the biggest streamer in the world right now is a guy named Jinxie. And for a full year, he streamed on Twitch to an average viewership of 2. 639
That's pretty base.
hours
I'm not gonna lie.
to an average viewership of 2. 3.5 hours live with a peak viewership of 1. That's Jinxie, man. So if you're not willing to be Jinxie, I don't think you're serious about being a streamer.
And another thing is like you don't have to make it almost professional as well. Like obviously people stream, like a majority of people stream for like the easy money, I guess, or at least like the easier way of like, you know, having to work by yourself and like choosing your own hours and stuff like that. But you really don't have to go so invested into making so much for so little. Like you can do as simple as, you know, reacting on videos or just playing games is, I think it is one of the most popular ways of streaming, and people just do it purely for the boredness of it. Like that's why I'm doing it, because I have nothing to do this summer, and so I'm willing to just stream, and yeah, I think that'll help.
Be Jinxie, go live, come back to this video after you've learned just a little bit. If you've already gone live, congratulations.
But I'm not gonna play Siege though.
Yeah, congrats. You can continue watching this video.
No shot.
The second question you might be asking, Ludwig, why should I listen to you? Why me? There's a lot of information out there, a lot of people whose entire channels are devoted to how to be a streamer. Why me? Well, I've had some success along the way. I am the second most subscribed to Twitch streamer ever of all time, behind Kai Cenat. I won Streamer of the Year a year or two ago. You know, some successes along the way. This is not me boasting, by the way. I also have the record for the most Twitch subscribers lost by anyone ever, and I still hold that record. But
That's awesome.
I've had some success streaming. And I care about imparting that, because I know as a fact I will not be a big streamer forever. One day I will completely fall off, or I'll quit entirely because I'm scared of falling off. All right, one of them's gonna come. So I might as well get rid of all the information I have, because somebody who's watching this video right now will be replacing me as the biggest streamer in the world.
Not me. I'm good.
Or they'll be a top streamer. I've seen people who have made it big, who I would argue are doing shit that I'm not doing, that are very good, who have mentioned me, and I'm very flattered by that fact. So I might as well impart the wisdom while I have it. Extra Emily, I think, is a streamer who I think's fucking killing it right now. And she's mentioned me as someone who inspired her. And I'm flattered by that, because she's doing shit that I'm not doing. Every damn stream she's doing something crazy.
I mean, it's hard not to like be inspired by Ludwig, you know? It's just like his charisma and his just upbeat personality really helps him kind of like be a key motivator. And you know, even at the very least, like making videos like this also just helps you motivate and make him an inspiration. So yeah.
Crazy. She makes
So it's
crack
hard not
cocaine
to
on the streets of Austin.
it's hard not to like Ludwig for that reason. I've seen this video
I'm cooking
before.
steak.
It's so stupid.
I'm cooking steak.
So anyway, let me just give you the wisdom I have, and if you don't trust my opinion, well, good news for you. I also asked 100 streamers how to stream. This is real. I made a Google form. I asked all the questions that I would want to know if I just started streaming, and I asked the biggest streamers you could possibly think of. And this is true. I did ask.
Actually,
Oh,
how do I...
ads.
Ask 100 streamers. That's going to be the title
Maybe I
of
should
this
get
YouTube video. I did ask 100
YouTube,
streamers. Disclaimer.
What, premium? Is that what it's called?
100 people didn't answer me. Okay? I did ask 100 people. It just turns out that only 30% of them actually answered.
Damn.
Not a horrible percentage, by the way. If you're in the MLB and you're batting 30%, that's not bad. That's pretty good, you know? So a lot of dono walls there, a lot of egos hurt along the way. But I did ask for you guys. I mean, these are the names of the people who replied to me. And if you just took a quick look there are a lot of big fucking streamers here. And let's start with the very basic question. What are the perks of being a streamer? Now, this one might seem simple. You guys
Money. Gaming. That's all you need to know.
could probably list a few off the top. And the biggest one that most people will think of is money. That is the biggest perk that most people would think of, is when you think of a streamer, you think of money. Yep, everyone's spamming it in chat right now. That's true. And I'm going to reveal something here that I think I'm illegally allowed to reveal because I'm no longer a Twitch exclusive streamer. I wasn't able to reveal this last time. Here's how much money I made my last year on Twitch. Again, this is not a flex. I'm just trying to show you. This is why people like to start streaming, because they think of the money aspect. There it is. That was my last year on Twitch. 2021, I made $2.5 million. Now, bear in mind that money does include the subathon. So kind of does inflate it a little bit. Yeah, that's a big chunk of it. I would argue like half of it. But it's a lot of money. People, they like the idea of streaming because the amount of money you can make. You also have a pretty cool job. You get to game for a living. I mean, that is the core of what streaming is. It is gaming. Literally.
It doesn't have to always be gaming, though. Like, I feel like a lot of people really only kind of categorize streaming as gaming. Yes, it is probably one of the easiest ways of streaming, but I kind of feel like there's a lot more variety that people can go through, and obviously it has been like not brought up, but there's countless more. There's a whole vast ocean of just different types of content when it comes to streaming, and that's like another really interesting aspect. We'll kind of get into that later.
For my job last week, I got to play Stick RPG and gamble in a fake cartoon universe where I was trying to sell cocaine to Girl Scouts who robbed me. That's what I did for my job.
I did not watch
That's
that video.
what I did. It was pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Whatever.
That's what I got to do. You also get to be like a D-list, F-list celebrity. You're not famous. Don't fucking delude yourself if you're a streamer. But if you walk into a GameStop and you're a big streamer, holy shit, they're gonna recognize you.
Yeah,
Macy's, Banana Republic,
frickin'
not so much. But Best Buy,
Selective,
those
celebrity.
are our places. That's where the people know us. And you get to even meet some cool people. A lot of the people that I liked watching, I got to meet. I got to hang out with.
This is a hot take, but I don't want to meet any streamers. Like, at least for now, right? Because it might just be like an ego thing, but having the ability, like, especially Ludwig, like, I do not want to meet Ludwig for reasons because I watch him so much that to me he's already like a step above like an interaction, if that makes sense. Like it'd be so weird and like uncomfortable for like how much I know about him and like how much I watch, The Yard or just like his videos like this, and to have someone be like know you without even like knowing who you are, like don't even know your face, that's weird. So if that becomes the case of like meeting other streamers, it'd have to be purely by meeting them and not by knowing their stream and like knowing who they are first, or they have to come to me, if that makes sense. I don't know, it sounds kind of petty, but like that's just kind of how I interpret streaming and like meeting new or other streamers that are, probably popular or not. I don't know.
And now I also get to work with. These are the cool things about streaming.
That is
Everybody
cool. The working
knows this. Everybody
together.
knows all the cool shit that comes with streaming. People don't think about some of the negatives. So I'm going to bring up a couple here. One, being a micro celebrity isn't always great because sometimes you have haters. And I brought an example of a hater here for you today. My biggest hater that I've had for about 3 years now,
I thought this was gonna be
a guy who
Slime
will DM me
for the
almost
longest
every week
time.
some mean shit. March 7th, 2022. Ain't no way your ass drive a Vespa.
Bro, Vespas are so cool though. They're awesome. I love Vespas.
I got COVID a few days ago. It's because of your stupid Vespa. Stop driving the Vespa. Still at it. Just got Dolly, LMFAO. Okay, this picture does make me laugh. It does make me laugh, but still, what is that about?
This is the same with me, because all my friends all like fucking shit on me for driving a Prius, and I get so many Instagram reels of like Prius hate, bro. Like, come on.
What is that? I'm just minding my own business. It's 1:10 a.m. Holy shit, you did it. I'm so proud. Sometimes it does come full circle. doesn't mean the hating stops. God, I hope I find your name on Epstein's Island.
That's wild.
Okay, you get the idea. Obviously, this is more of a funny hater, but there are very real haters. There are very real consequences to even being a micro celebrity, and there are a lot of people whose lives are worse because of the attention they get, and they don't really like it. Okay? That's one thing. Another thing, big streamers tend to work a lot, right? These are my 30 surveyed streamers. I asked them how often they work in a week. And the blue is 0 to 20 hours. You might notice there is no blue. In fact,
that is crazy.
An equal amount of people work 20 to 39 hours a week, as do 80 plus hours. And I don't think they're bullshitting when they're putting these replies in, because you can literally track the hours of some of these streamers. There are people who are average live 10 hours a day for the entire year, 365 days a year. It's easy enough to go, work, Lamau, this isn't even a real job, whatever, that's fine. The reality is, though, if you were to do that, it would drain you, and you would basically lose everything else in your life along the way. And I have seen streamers do this. They lose everything else on the way.
I don't think I personally want to, like, waste my life with streaming. More or less, like, it should just be almost like going to the gym, where you only have a few hours of time that you just constantly go, and it just becomes brainless. Obviously, I think with popularity over time, it's then going to be like, oh, I should make this, more of my life. But as of right now, as someone at the bottom of the barrel, you don't really have to work as hard. It, like, in comparison to, like, Ludwig or, like, any other popular streamer. Like, for now, you can just keep the hours simple, and light, I guess. But I feel like, yes, with overtime, the hours will
because all they do is
slide.
It is their life. They're not gaining new life experiences. They're just sharing all their life experiences online. And as opposed to a job where you are told how often you are supposed to come in by somebody, you make your own hours. And the more hours you work, the more money you make. But you only make money while you're live, so might as well be live as often as you can. Still, those negatives aren't that bad. Like, all things considered, this is still better than working at a call center, Ludwig. It's really not that bad. So why doesn't everybody stream? You make a lot of money, play video game, hang out with Germa985?
Love Germa.
Yes, me.
Big
Sign
fan,
me up,
big
man.
fan.
Sign me up. Well, let's do a little experiment. I want you to think of a streamer. In fact, type one in chat. Think of a streamer. It can be anyone in the world. Think of a streamer. There's a bunch of huge streamers that you guys are listening right now. Maybe you thought of one of these names. Sorry, Ninja, for using this picture. Go Lions. These are the streamers you think of. But I think that's a bit of a mistake. Because if all you are thinking about when you think of the title of streamer is the people who have not only made it, but made it to such a high degree that they are the top of the top of the top 1,111%, you're not really envisioning.
It's like pure ideal. What
your life will be like if you try streaming. So I'm going to show you someone. I'm going to show you this guy right here. Does anyone recognize this streamer? I don't see a single person in chat who's instantly recognizing this streamer. I did some research yesterday. I wanted to look up the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. So that's what I did. And right now you are looking at Mr. 10,000, Omni Kevka. If you go to Twitch Tracker and you go to the very last page possible, though. Technically it's number 9,995, but I rounded up. You will find Mr. 10,000, a guy who averages 268 viewers, who streams really intense gaming sessions that can last 24 hours of playing games like Ark and more recently Palworld. And let's just go through a few stats here. Mr. 10,000 averages 262 viewers, streams an average of 7.5 hours every single day for the course of 2023, and has 388 sub points on Twitch. Here's him explaining what he does in his own words.
I've got my own style, you know what I mean? I'm a fat dude with long hair, gotten fatter as I streamed, but I'm grinding. The way that I stream is by gaming hard. Multiple 24-hour streams in the last couple of days, casually, all the time. One, I'm a video gamer that streams. There's a lot of streamers that play video games, you know what I mean? But I wanted my story to be, I play hardcore.
Now this dude's fucking dope. And I got...
yeah. Bro is on the grind, as he said. That is awesome. I don't think you have to do that, personally. As a low streamer, you don't have to stream 24 hours. I think that is a bit unreasonable and crazy, but for him, that deserves some massive respect. You know, I will say, to do that much, and he definitely deserves, I guess, the 10,000th place. But I think he deserves a lot more than that.
I got
for
to
sure.
hang out in his stream for a couple hours yesterday.
Yeah.
He has a great community, and yes, he does game hard, and he's been gaming hardcore for a long time. This guy's been streaming longer than Twitch Tracker tracks stats, longer than I have been
That's
streaming
absurd.
myself. It is what you should be thinking of when you think of being a streamer, because Omni Kevka is a very successful streamer.
Yeah.
He's in the top 0.08% of streamers in.
And if you just take into that perspective, it blows your freaking mind. That's like 7 million streamers. He is 10,000th place, right? 0.08%. That is absurd. Even at that high or that low of a number, 10,000, like, putting it into perspective, like, how many people actually stream that are, like, you know, just playing games with, like, no commentary, or, like, just talking or something, or just playing with their friends, you know? Having that 0.08% being you just blows it all out of proportion. And, like, thinking it, like, this is the more realistic goal or, like, success that you want to achieve, rather than being like Sketch or Jinxie or Queso. You know, those streamers popped off based on, like, I don't want to say luck, maybe, probably, but that is not the expectation you should be looking at. You should be looking at this, because this will help you, like, I guess,
the world.
be a lot more
and last month,
goal-oriented.
7.3 million people,
or just put you
he
in
was more
reality.
successful than 7.29 million people. So don't delude yourself into thinking
Yeah.
streaming is being Kai, streaming is being Valkyrae, streaming is being Ninja, streaming is being Omni Kevka. And it is
Yeah.
possible to be the biggest, but for the most part, people like Omni Kevka are what makes up the streaming world. And they don't get the same attention and critical acclaim that the big people who get the millions of dollars do. Because all the eyes go to those people, but the reality is, if you were to start streaming,
I think there is a reason for that. Like, I obviously don't know Omni Kevka, and, like, I don't watch him. But, like, I feel like there is a reason as to why Ludwig, Kai Cenat, you know, Valkyrae, Pokimane, all are super, like, more, like, have more attention than others, and it's probably due to the who they are, like, as people, or at least how they present themselves as streamers, that makes them a lot more in the eyes of the audience.
your life would be a lot more similar to a streamer like Omni Kevka, who's grinding. And in his own words said,
Ready to talk to
Oh.
more friends about suicide? Visit notalkask.org to learn more.
he was in the minds of Twitch. And
Okay.
he still gets to play video games for a living, and it still gets to pay his bills, and he still gets to hang out with cool people in his chat. But don't delude yourself. Don't think that starting the go live button means you will end up being Valkyrae, means you will end up being Kai.
Yeah,
Because that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
what streaming is. It is a grind. Okay? It is a grind. Now, before we start the actual session on how to be a streamer, we're
But it doesn't have to be in a grind that, like, you have to stream all day, every day. I think it's more of like a marathon rather than a sprint. You know, you're if you at least do, if, like, stream a day, you know, at least once a day, having 3 or 4 hours, you know, for that day, specifically for a stream idea, like either just gaming or anything you have in mind, that can still work. At least I feel like. I don't think you really need to go and literally 24 hours or, like, even subathons. You know what I mean? I don't think you really need to do that. But it definitely, I guess, improves. I'm not sure, maybe, but I feel like there are other ways to grind rather than just spending one day, like a whole day, to streaming. Like, you can cut it into pieces and fill it in within the week.
We're gonna do a
for
task.
sure.
And I did this last time. We're gonna do it again because this is one of the few kind of hippie things that I believe in, which is manifesting your goals. And the way to do that is by writing them down. And I want this on pen and paper.
I got it.
I want
On
this
it.
on pen and
On it,
paper.
boss.
I did this when I first started streaming over 6 years ago. I'm gonna have you guys do this today. All right. And in fact, I write all of my goals on something I can easily access on my desk. And it's on this little picture of me. On the back of it, I have all my goals. Now you're gonna write 3 things on this piece of paper. Section 1, I want you to write your goals with streaming. Now the goal can be different. It can be broad. It can be
I already wrote this
bold,
down.
It can be
This
simple,
is where
but
I
it
stopped,
should
by the
be
way.
honest. If you're gonna say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich and a big streamer and famous? That's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves today, okay? So let's write our goals down. And I'm gonna say one more thing. Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you accountable. But just because you achieve your goal does not mean you're done. And just because you don't hit your goal doesn't mean you
Yeah.
failed. It's
Yeah.
just something to hold you accountable along the way. And it can be
To give
as
you
simple
motivation.
as my goal is to
Yeah.
go live 3-4 times a week, whatever it is. So write your goal down, whatever it is. Second thing I want you to write some inspiration. I think this is really valuable to do because when you first start out, you're forming some sort of identity. And anytime you watch a streamer in their early career, even very successful streamers like Liam, for example, the speedrunner, you can tell they've pulled some inspiration from other people. Liam had some similarities to Clint Stevens. So I want you to list 3 streamers that you like and how you would like to stream like, right? So don't just list 3 streamers that you like that do something you would never do. For example, like don't list, Tarek Kaede 10s and then you're like, oh, I don't play Valorant. List 3 streamers that you like that do something you would like to do. And then the final thing I would like you to list is why. Why do you want to do this? And this is the part where I want you to be honest. This is the part where I want you to actually answer the question very, very vulnerably. Why do you want to have 300 concurrent viewers? Why do you want streaming to be a supplementary income? Why do you want streaming to be a full-time job? Why do you want to be the biggest in the world? I don't care how altruistic it is. I don't care how selfish it is. I just care that you know it and that you are honest to yourself, and I think that is valuable.
Okay, so I guess for starters, I'll do mine. So my goal, at least for those 3, my goal is very, I'd say low, low standard, low based, but I want to keep it as low as possible, low stakes, because I feel like for this and how I want to use streaming, it's very slow pace. So for the first goal, or for the goal, I just want 100 subs within these 3 months. I think that is easily achievable, but I at least want to know, and I use that goal only for the reason to keep it as to see how consistent I am and how much I can grab attention when it comes to my videos or my streams. So having 100 subs for within the 3 months, either consecutively or at least, to get up to that point to have 100 subs, that would be pretty good. For inspiration, I have 4 streamers. Well, I wouldn't call one of them a streamer at all. But I have, obviously, Ludwig. I think he is a crazy, easy inspiration. But the funny part is, he's actually not the first 2 people that I wrote down for streaming. I actually have these 2 other, I guess they're more YouTubers, but they also have streamed every now and then. The Stellar J, if you don't know who that is, he's actually probably one of the main reasons why I'm so obsessed with him. Or not obsessed, but I have so much huge inspiration from him, and I love kind of his style of videos. I really appreciate his almost very, very short video essays that he does about types of games and the state of games and why these games are successful than others, and the problems with these games. It really helps because for a big reason, I would like to be a game designer, or at least developer of some sort, and to have that kind of like be part of my presentation on my streams would be really cool. Another type of YouTuber and streamer is Overly Sarcastic Productions. Not for their what's it called? For like their trope talks and stuff, but rather for their let's see, where are they? OSP. Not for their trope talks or like history stuff, or like what are they called, like mythology, but it's actually for their detailed diatribes. I freaking love these. I think I've watched a majority of them, and they're so good. I am a fiend for PowerPoint presentations. Heck, we're even watching a PowerPoint presentation as a stream. You know, that's how much I'm a big fan of these, and having it all be about like, you know, superheroes, like video games. Like one of my favorite ones that they recently did was the Shadow of the Colossus one. That's what I want to do. Like, as maybe just make it every week, like at least once a week, have a PowerPoint kind of presentation of like game design or just things that I really enjoy. I think this is such a cool idea, even though it's not that cool, or like it's not that deep, or like, I don't know. I just really like it. And I think YouTube is also likes it as well, because I think a lot of people just love video essays, and I'm a big fan of how they do it as well. So that is another inspiration. Obviously Ludwig is number 3, just because how he does it. Like, I'm a big fan of like the VODs and like streaming and then making as a VOD. I'm sure a lot of people also do it, but that is one thing that he does well at. So that is another inspiration. And then lastly, I have Michael Reeves, you know, who isn't really much of a streamer, let alone YouTuber, as his videos take forever to come out. But I think one of the reasons why he inspired me was just his creativity, and all of his videos were unique, and he kind of used his skills to make content, and that's what I want to do. If you actually have ever seen the 2 videos on my YouTube channel before starting the stream, it was like a year ago, they were all about Unreal Engine and like making games, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, they're shitty, right? But they're so much fun, and I enjoyed it so much to make those videos, because I am a big fan of wanting to do game design and wanting to do stuff, and I'm even like thinking about ideas on like how to use streaming for game design and like making games, you know. I think it'd be really cool. I don't want to make it just about like freaking what's it called, like documents, like game docs, or like video documentaries on like how I'm progressive. I don't think that's kind of interesting. It'd be more or less like I'm coding. What are we coding today? You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of that. So that's kind of, those are my 4 inspirations. And for why, I've already described it or told everyone. I do want to use this for a way to get into the game design field. It sounds redundant thinking about it, but having just that like sense of recognition would really help. And I want to start focusing on like programming and like game design streaming is the goal. Not playing video games, but like the creation and like the critical thinking of video games is kind of the place where I lead into for my why. And that's,
I don't care how selfish
I think
you
that's
are.
helpful.
I just care that
I guess.
you know,
I don't
and
know.
that you were honest to yourself, and I think that is valuable. Now, you might have thought if I saw you not write this down, I'd tell you to quit. All right, this is what I did in the last
good.
video. Last time
We're
I
locked
did
in.
this, all right, I had this entire spiel, and then I said, if you didn't write it down, then you should quit. What you should actually do is if you are writing this down and you have not yet gone live, go live, you lazy fucker.
I'm here.
Okay? Stop
I'm here.
doing all the auxiliary work without actually doing the thing that you were trying to do. Just go live. You're the only one who can motivate yourself to do the things that you want to do in life. If you're trying to be a streamer, you just got to go live. You can do all the other shit, like looking up what gear you want to get and writing down all your goals after. Just go live one time for me. Just one fucking time.
I'm here for you.
And if you've done it, please go back to writing down your goals, inspirations, and your whys. But make sure you've gone live at least once. Just fucking try it, man. Even an hour, I don't care. Just try it.
And I think that's like another thing of like this video is so helpful, and why Ludwig is such a good inspiration is because he's like screaming at you. He's like, do it, please. Like, he's begging. And that's the funniest part about it, because I just think it's hilarious that he's just he's using his own videos as a way to get other people into the streaming industry, which is honestly really awesome if you think about it.
Just a picture directly from my goals list. I have a few goals. My goals have changed. My goals are much more broad. I don't have goals.
Yeah, those are pretty
off
broad goals,
anymore.
but then again,
I don't care about my
100 subs. I don't know.
I don't care about my viewership as much. I just care about being better about what I'm doing.
Okay.
And so they're honestly more like
that's fair.
Be ambitious, be creative, be kind, be patient.
I don't think he really. I don't think he really cares about. I want 100 more subs by this month.
Things, and I remind myself to be those things, then I will be better at everything else in my life. So goal doesn't have to be get 100 viewers or whatever the fuck. It can be this. It's just a little bit harder to hold yourself accountable when your goal is be ambitious versus an objective number you can look at. Inspiration.
That is true.
Komet Zero, because I think in esports he is doing stuff that I would like to be doing with Moisex Shopify. Jinxie, because with very limited tools, Rainbow Six, he has amassed the largest average concurrent viewer base on Twitch.
I think it's like also extremely impressive how like these new streamers are not that like they don't have that much production value to them, and that is also another reason why I'm also streaming, because I have very little like stuff and ways to help improve. Like this, I've had this freaking blue snowball for about 4 years now, you know, and it's still kicking. So
massively impressive. And then German 985, because his creativity, his ambition to do whatever idea he thinks of and then make it come to life, I still find inspiration.
Yeah,
and then why?
For sure.
Why do I stream? Why do I do what I do? Simply put, that's also changed a lot. For a while, it was because I wanted to be a big streamer. Then it was because I had daily YouTube uploads, and I wanted to keep uploading daily, and to keep uploading daily, I had to keep going live. After that, it was to be the biggest. I wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world. And then after I did that, I realized, well, actually what I really care about and gives me the most value is making the lives of those around me better. And also making cool shit.
He's such
so
a
those are the
sweetheart.
two things that I care about. Making people's lives around me better, friends, family, whatever. Making cool shit. So those are my two whys. Where should you stream? Answer: Twitch. Now this might sound a little bit ironic, seeing as we are live streaming this on YouTube right now, but Twitch is simply the best platform to stream on. It just is. And then a couple more questions that go along with this. To be successful as a streamer, you need to be consistent. This is just simple advice, okay? Another tip that's helped me along the way: you should be as entertaining for 10 viewers as you would for 10,000 viewers. If you were to have 10,000 people raid onto your stream, would you stream differently than with a group of people that are currently watching you? If the answer is yes, that means you are not giving your all.
Yeah. That checks out, because as of right now, okay, I don't even have my viewership count, or at least even chat up. That's how poorly managed this I am at streaming right now. But like, I'm still trying to be as reactive as possible when it comes to Ludwig, and at least this video. And I, you know, having that idea of like, oh, I have no streamers, why am I even like bothering, as compared to like, I wish I had 10,000 to motivate. Yes, viewership can motivate you into being more, you know, presenting yourself in a much more charismatic way and much more appealing way, but having that like sense of the viewers don't, like, the viewer numbers don't matter so long as you are having I guess fun, but also like so long as you're doing it shouldn't matter about how much viewers, because if you are doing a good job, yes, the numbers will go up.
You are waiting for something to give your all. You should
Yeah.
be giving your all for 10, as you would for 10,000, because then that 10 is how you grow to 10,000. And the ideal length for a stream is just under 6 hours. Anywhere under 6 hours.
But I don't want to stream 6 hours. maybe like 4, you know? I'm fine with 4 hours. But hey, if he
Where am I getting this information from?
he says it.
Well, I asked.
Oh my
streamers
God.
In the world, what the
Holy
best streaming
shit.
platform is. 28 out of 30 said Twitch. One
I love-
person said YouTube. One person said multi-streaming. I am not sold on multi-streaming. I think multi-streaming.
0
fosters
people said
communities.
kick
There are times
them
where it
out.
makes sense. For example, Doug when he does his YouTube versus Twitch, or an event to get the maximum amount of viewers. It works for some people like Charlie because he has a huge YouTube presence. I think it's better to not multi-stream. This is where I'm currently at. You could multi-stream till you find the platform that you like and then go from there. But I think sticking to one is generally better. Nobody
Yeah.
said kick. Now, that could be just because the group I asked. Kick could work for you if you like the 95-5 split. But of the group I asked, everybody said Twitch. And a quick tidbit about Twitch versus YouTube versus Kick versus whatever. Twitch is better for chatters and for streamers. Everything is way more streamlined. There's way more information for streamers on Twitch. YouTube is better for lurkers. Worse for people who chat and worse for people who stream.
And I don't mind that.
I thought Bob was gonna run. I didn't set out to be.
And Kick,
And I don't mind that because I personally am a lurker. I'm not a big fan of chatting in stream. I don't know why. I just find it not ideal or like entertaining as some people do. So I'm personally okay with just not having that. You know, I will say, yeah, probably Twitch is the right way to do it, but I'm more like akin to just YouTube, only for the reason why is I'm a big fan of like using this stream, chopping it down and putting it on YouTube. Like I'm a big fan of like, because I get 2 in 1. Like I'm essentially recording a live episode, like a YouTube video. I'm recording a live YouTube video while streaming, so I get like a 2 in 1 kind of deal. Because if people miss this stream, right, or not watching the stream, I can make a video for this and make more attention. So
it's Kick. Now this
There's
has
an
changed a little bit.
interesting-
This is what the past 3 years have done. Because 3 years ago, I talked about how you have to stream for the video. When you go live, you're basically trying to farm a YouTube video from it.
Yeah.
It's changed.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
most live streams are for
like
the clip.
exactly what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't say about YouTube Shorts or TikToks, like the 10-second one, more like videos, like 10, 15, 20-minute videos seem more interesting to me than the 10 seconds of like, or a minute of YouTube Short. But I'm a big fan of this.
We've condensed it a bit. If you live stream 4, 5, 6 hours, what you really care about getting in that time is a good clip. One great fucking moment is all that matters. Because if you think about it, most of the people in the world who know you will know you from your clip, not your streams. Even people on this list, all right? Kai, Speed, Queso, Jinxie, Pirate Software. You guys might have seen these streamers before. You've probably seen
Yeah.
them from a clip. It might have
I've never watched any of their streams. I only watched their clips. I mean, it just shows how like, yeah, he's 100% correct in this. But like, I don't know. YouTube Short, I guess maybe. I don't know. That
have been Speed getting
I'll
sucked
think
off
about
in
it.
Minecraft, right? It might have been Kai breaking.
Because I feel like this video, for example, like this stream that I'm doing, I don't think I can really clip it in a minute to make it seem as attention to grab a lot of audience. I think this stream will be a better way of just a YouTube video instead of a short.
The record for the most subs ever of all time. It might have been Pirate Software talking about the YouTube algorithm. It could have been Jinxie hitting his desk with his feet and then falling backwards in his chair because he saw someone in Fortnite with a fat ass. Could have been Queso being called fat again. But you've probably
Yeah.
seen the clip. The clip is king. So all you need is one great fucking moment. And then if you throw that moment on YouTube Shorts or TikTok and it blows up, it's a self-feeding system. More people
Yeah.
go to your stream. They want to see the funny moment.
I think for like gaming it's definitely an option for sure. Like having that like funny clip, because like you get funny clips from playing Siege or like any video game for sure. It is so easy to just have that, and having basically a guaranteed recording of it as you're streaming will help kind of have that steamroll effect. So yeah,
you
big
get a new funny
big
moment.
option,
And every
especially when
new
it comes
big
to gaming.
streamer that's exploded from the past couple of years has exploded from clips, right? All these people I just listed, they've all been exploding because of the clips. Sometimes they're not even posting the clips themselves. It's just other people posting clips on their behalf. But it's all about the fucking clip. And you can be contrived about this. You can be natural about this. You can be an over-the-top person to get a clip. You can just be a godlike gamer and happen to get a good clip. But I promise you, if you live stream long enough, shit happens. I mean, that's the fucking beauty of live.
Yeah.
Shit happens. Sometimes because you planned it, sometimes because you didn't plan it, and that's just what life is. But you will get a funny ass clip, and when you do, you just got to keep rolling. You got to keep trying to recreate that magic.
Yeah.
Asking the 30 biggest streamers, I said, do you think YouTube Shorts, TikTok are important for your growth? Because I wanted to know from their perspective. Right? Some of these people are established creators. 66.7 still said yes. And bear in mind, almost everybody I asked.
I think like another thing is it depends on what you are streaming. Like I said, like this video, making a short of it, not gonna feel like it'll be as good. Making a YouTube video, probably a lot better, because this is a lot more conversational and a lot more like long based, rather than just playing, oh, I hit a freaking dope shot, playing Fort, you know what I'm saying?
Has been a successful creator since before YouTube Shorts were really a thing. And they still believe, 2/3 of which, that YouTube Shorts and TikTok are important for their growth. So if they believe it en masse, huge majority, then you should also probably believe this. Now, there's an issue with clips. They don't make any fucking money. So it's still important to stream to make a YouTube video. And I've repeated this for my last session, but I think it's still valuable.
Well, if you think about it, it's like it's a whole cycle, You stream, you make a short of it, that short gets a lot of views. Hopefully that'll lead into your stream, and you get money from that stream based on the views and the subs and all that kind of stuff. So it's an infinite cycle of like, I stream my short, I stream my short.
Information. When you do a live stream, it is still valuable to have a goal going into the stream of getting a YouTube video out of it. You go live with a premise, maybe you are going to give your chat your credit card. The bones of the
that
the
one's
stream
really fun.
is you buying things with your credit card that chat has picked out, and the conclusion is the final list of how much money you've spent and everything you've bought. Your premise, your bones, your conclusion. It doesn't have to be every stream, mind you, but if you are going live without really thinking about it, just playing a video game and then going offline a couple hours later, I don't think you're really giving it your all. You should be putting damn near an equal amount of time thinking about what you're going to do as you are doing what you are supposed to do.
Yeah, and I think that's another big gap between most people who game while they stream. They just stream, they're playing the game. Like, no one really wants to watch you play like League of Legends, right? I think if you add challenges or like ideas, like you randomize items as like to get like wins as like a character, that would be interesting. Having a like you said, premise will help you go through this aspect of entertainment rather than just playing it, having it be streamed for the sake of you have nothing better to do. At least put some effort into how you are what you are doing, essentially.
If the entire fucking time you spend working on live streaming, you are live and you are not growing at all, you're making a mistake.
Yeah.
Let's use our time more valuably, and let's think about what we're going to do so it is more successful long term. Here's an example. Which YouTube video do you think will be better from these two live streams? Do you think it is
Jinxie versus
Jinxie
20
girls? Or do you think it is a live stream called Wednesday? Let's just take a stab in the dark here. Most people would argue.
And like, that's the thing, like, think about it. Look at the time frames between 2 hours and 44 minutes and then 4 hours and 37 minutes. You don't having a good concept could make your streaming hours lesser, you know? If you at least have something that is interesting and could gain a lot more attention in an audience, you don't need that many hours as for just playing grinding out Siege or like grinding out Ark or Palworld. If you want to do that, fine, but like it's clearly obvious that 1.7 million views versus 999k views, right? Like there's a reason why I'm trying to make this as little as possible.
It's the first option, and they would be right. 20 Women versus Jinxie ended up being Jinxie's most viewed video within a week. And I don't think the Wednesday video that came from it did very well. Now, Wednesday streams are still important. You will occasionally have to go live with nothing to do but putting Wednesday in your title and playing the game that people like when you play, or talking about the thing people like that you talk about. Because consistency is key. But if you are not interspersing well thought out premises with good bones and good conclusion, I don't think you're doing a good enough job at streaming. How do you find ideas? How do you know what to stream, man? That's the hardest question. What the fuck do you do when you go live? The answer, you gotta watch a lot of live streams to know what to live stream. I'll tell you.
And I think that's a good bringing it back to like your inspirations. If you at least have 3 or 4, what you got ways to make your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got 4 streamers, 4 people who you are inspired by. You could just steal all of their ideas, right, and put it into your own interpretation.
I wanted to be a talk show host when I was in high school. Jay Leno even spoke at my sister's graduation from Emerson, and I saw him as he walked out, and I said, Jay, I want to be a talk show host when I grow up. And he said, hey, kid, what's your name? And I said, it's Ludwig. And he said, I'll see you there. I filmed all of this. This really happened. I'm not a talk show host today. I thought talk shows were dumb as shit and boring as hell. I never watched them. I just didn't watch them. I thought they were lame. I thought they were lame as shit. The reality is that I actually didn't want to be a talk show host. I think I just wanted to be a rich, famous person who was on TV who got to interview celebrities.
And look where he is now. What a man. What a man.
Are you guys watching a shit ton of live streams? Because these 30 big fucking streamers who are very busy, some of which are streaming 80 plus hours a week, are watching streams daily. The majority of them are watching streams daily. Over 80% are watching streams a few times a week. I watch streams every single day. I'm not even shitting you. My Twitch Wrapped. I watched Twitch 365 out of 365 days last year. How do I know about people like Jinxie even though I'm 28 fucking years old? Because I watch people like Jinxie. Because I need to know what's going on. Because how else am I supposed to keep up, adapt, and come up with ideas? It can't all come from thin air. It can't all come from past experience.
I think for the first time streaming, or at least like the first few months of streaming, get a feel of it, do the things that you find like enjoying, and then once you get like this massive audience, or at least like a little bit of an audience, have ways like watch other streams, watch other people who are doing like the same things that you're doing, but in a much more newer sense, for instance. So
I've made 2,000 goddamn videos. I gotta be watching shit. I gotta get inspired. If you're not watching Twitch, you can't become a Twitch streamer. It's also important though to think of ideas that work for you, because you can watch
as I said,
but you can't necessarily do what they do. For example,
sorry to cut him off, but for instance, I can't do his Amazon streams. I don't have $10,000. What do you think? What do you think I am, huh? You know, I'm a low little worm, right? So finding things that are specific, but like ranking every Flash game will help me a lot more, right? So if you find things that, like he says, work for you, it'll help.
Well, if you watch me, you can't do. I let my chat spend $10,000. The results
I
are
should
first
just
live
let him
stream.
talk.
Because you can't spend $10,000 fucking dollars on a live stream.
Yeah.
It would be insane. It would be absurd of you to do. It would be crazy. You shouldn't do
I just
that.
noticed the
You also
emojis.
probably can't fly to Japan and drift the J-Schlatt because you probably don't know J-Schlatt like that. So if you can't do those things, do not think of ideas that include those things. I think this is a mistake I see all the time. People thinking of ideas that don't actually work for them. Oh man, if only I had 10K, I could do this. Oh man, if only I was friends with J-Schlatt, I could collab with him. I would get big quick. What do you actually
If only,
do?
man.
You
If
got a
only.
funny fucking friend? Do you have a love and passion for mobile gaming? With the tools you have, what would you make? And you can still find inspiration. For example, last week I ranked every single Flash game. Anybody who's watching this could do that. It was
Every
fucking
Flash game is
$0.
crazy.
I literally looked up Flash games and then played the Flash games. It was like 12 of them. It wasn't even every Flash game. Anyone could do that. So make sure.
But okay, let's see how many views. Obviously, it is his lowest. I think that says 2.4 million, 1.6 million views, and then 990K views. Obviously, yes, there are going to be gaps between the viewership of these types of the differences between these streams, because clearly these ones are a lot more enjoyable, because this one, the Amazon, it's more audience based. Like, the audience has things that they can do and interact. It's a lot more interactive with that stream. Obviously, this one is doing good because it's collaboration with someone who is also popular, so this helps it merge two audiences together. That is another thing, but still having this is the step in the right direction to lead into this, and I think he's saying it perfectly.
The ideas you are thinking of work for you. Now, I asked these 30 streamers how much planning actually goes into your stream, because it's an interesting question, you know, like how much do they actually plan it out? And for the most part, people are kind of making it up the day of. 43% of people, the plurality of people, kind of just make up what they do the same exact day. And I'm not excluded from that camp, by the way. Most of the time, I kind of make up what I do that same day, maybe the day before. Only 26% of people plan their streams ahead of time. 73% are making up day of, or sometimes making it up day of.
And I think another thing to the reason why to just make it up the day of is it kind of just helps you like get into the feel of like streaming and like how to just, you know, start going, you know what I mean? Just making it up like as quickly as possible. That helps.
So don't
that helps a
stress
lot.
out, man. That's the key. Don't freak out about what you gotta do, but spend like 30 minutes every morning.
Yeah, because you will
thinking
get
of a
nervous
couple
if you
ideas,
start
writing
planning
them down.
stuff.
Maybe pitching it to a friend who's also trying to become a live streamer. Throw your ideas back and forth. This idea sucks. This idea rocks, and just fucking run with it. The more shit you throw at the wall, the higher chance you have of something sticking. So better to think of an idea, rip it day of, it not work, try something new the next day, than spend all this time crafting this amazing idea you've thought of only to have it not work. And now we get to my favorite part, the yoink and twist. Now, I've talked about this ad nauseum, so I'll be brief, but this is still the #1 best strategy on how to come up with a great video idea that is still exclusive to you and your personality, that has a high chance of being successful. And it starts with finding an idea that has worked. For example, Michael Reeves made a video a few years ago called Your Robot Ideas Are Stupid. Many people have followed his formula. Michael Reeves is a fucking phenomenal YouTuber.
And that's why he's on my freaking inspiration list.
Phenomenal. In fact, one of them was Fundy, who made a video 3 years ago based off it called I Made Your Dumb Ideas in Minecraft. It became his most viewed video ever. I saw this, and I was kind of into chess at that time. So I was like, hey, there's a bunch of dumbass ways to play chess. What if I just tried doing all of those ideas that chat gives me? And you can tell I was inspired by Fundy for the thumbnail and Michael Reeves for the initial idea. And the video did great for me. I was pumped. 1.3 million views.
I think another reason why this is another video idea that will take some time to get to is because you need an audience, or at least a group of people to have replies and to make ideas for you. But I guess you could just do like family members and like other friends.
4 hours, lock it in. The yoink and twist is a tried and true method. And don't feel bad about the yoink and twist, because it's how it fucking works. Don't take my word for it. Listen to H Bomber Guy.
It's completely fine to be inspired by someone or build on ideas you got from somewhere else, especially if you're open about it.
Famous big boy YouTuber Ludwig has a thing he calls the yoink and twist, where he gets ideas from existing videos and openly broadcasts he's doing his own spin on it. In his video about that one guy copying the Capsule Hotel video, he happily says where he got the stuff he drew on for his own work.
I do. This is me trying silly chess ideas, and look at all the tweets beside me with your ideas suck. Genius thumbnail. I got it from Fundy. I got it from Fundy. I made your dumb ideas in Minecraft, and then he has a bunch of tweets next to him.
It's hard for anyone to feel ripped off when he's open about where he got the ideas.
And if you don't take H-Bomber Guy's word for it, or my word for it, 29 of the 30 streamers that I surveyed
that's
said
hilarious.
they take stream ideas from other creators. 29 out of 30! So if you haven't already started looking at other creators and trying to take some elements of it, twisting it to making it your own, then you're just simply not doing it right. By the way, the only...
Because, I mean, that's literally what I want to do. I want to make those detailed diatribes, you know, in a format that is live streamed and then edited and clipped into a video. You know, I think that'd be interesting. And that's why I put Overly Sarcastic Productions down, because I'm a big fan of their detailed diatribes. And same with Stellar J. His videos on, like, the state of video games. Heck, you know, I can even play those games, those types of games on stream. Oh, okay, all right. The brain is kicking in. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
The only person who said they don't take ideas from other creators, Tarek. And that's fair. He does just go live and play Valorant every day. I guess he doesn't need to steal too many ideas. Tarek also gave a quote that I thought was poignant here. Because I asked everybody, I said, do you have a piece of advice for someone if they were to go live and stream? And he said, streaming, full luck, small skill. All right? That's what Tarek
for
said.
sure.
For some context, Tarek was the 3rd biggest streamer in the world last year. He says it's full luck, little skill. What does that mean for you? How can you even fathom becoming a streamer if the 3rd biggest in the world says it's full luck? You have to be delusional. And I mean this very genuinely. Because there is someone who is watching this, or maybe isn't watching this, or maybe isn't born yet, who will be the biggest streamer in the fucking world. It will happen.
Yeah.
It won't be the people who are currently at the top, still at the top in 10 years. It's gonna be someone new. And that someone is gonna be fucking delusional. They're gonna be out of their mind because they're gonna see that 7+ million people go live, and they're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna do it. And then they're gonna become the biggest to ever do it. That's delusional. But you need to be delusional. Because if you're not delusional, and if all you look at are the statistics and the numbers, you're not even going to be able to try. You're just going to get stuck in...
I think there is a sense of, like, getting your hopes high with this and to be delusional, but it also still is important to understand, like, wait, I mean, not even 20 minutes, you know, from this video, he was talking about, like, the expectations of being the 10,000th streamer, right? But I guess there is another sense of, like, you have a small chance of becoming Jinxie, becoming Sketch, becoming Queso, all these massive streamers, because out of pure luck or pure coincidence. So that kind of thought bubble, that interesting, like, mindset or dream, it can still help you, motivate you, and still make you continue to, you know, stream.
Reality hell. Okay, it's okay to dream big. It's okay to be a bit delusional, and it's okay to fucking go all in on a absolute Hail Mary dream. And the only way I promise you will ever be the biggest to ever do it is if you are delusional. If you have that brazen confidence to believe that you hitting go live and switching the relationship,
ignorance
that currently
is
exists where you
bliss,
are the viewer,
baby.
to now you are the streamer, and people get to watch you now, and they have to watch you now. And not only do they have to watch you, they're going to watch you over the existing people with all the resources and money and experience. They're going to watch you instead. Only someone that delusional will ever end up being a huge streamer. Now, it's not to say you fucking throw your life away, you quit your job tomorrow, you start streaming full-time until you're the biggest. Don't do that, right? You can still be risk-averse, you can still be smart, but be smart and be delusional. Now, I asked these 30 streamers,
exactly what I just said.
What is the most important statistic? What should you worry about? If you're going to go live, what actually matters, right? And the answer is average view count. Streamers are obsessed with average view count. They are obsessed with it, all right? And even the streamers who prioritize things like enjoyment or maybe some other statistics like girth, at one point, they cared massively
I did
about
not even
average
see
view
that.
count. They obsessed over the number, all right? For many big streamers, it is their whole self-worth. I know streamers who were at 40,000 viewers who go down to 30,000 viewers. They're at 15,000 viewers, they go to 10,000 viewers. They're at 8,000 viewers, they go down to 6,000 viewers, and they're sad about it because that's how much value they put in to that average view count number. But if you're going to be one of the biggest streamers in the world, You do need to care about that number. There's a lot of things you can do to impact that number. There's a lot of things out of your control. It's not a healthy relation.
Well, I think like as a beginner streamer, average view count doesn't necessarily matter to the point of, like, say Ludwig, for example. Like, yes, for popular streamers, yes, you want to have an average view count, but for, you know, being at the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. So you want as much viewers as possible to get into that that groove of finding that audience. But, you know, in his like in obviously the 100 streamers that he, or sorry, 30 I think, obviously they care about their view count because they have already got to a point where they are now like not appreciated but like known. You're right, they have like an audience. So yeah,
you will ever fucking have with it. But it is also, at the end of the day, the most important statistic that determines whether or not you'll be the biggest ever do. Now, I thought this one was interesting. I asked them, do they look at their view count while streaming? I do. I've been Hawkeyeing it this whole stream. It's been going up the whole time.
I don't have it because I physically don't have like obviously I can tab in and out, right? But I need a second monitor to have that, or at least my phone. But I turned off my phone because I don't want notifications. I don't want to like.
2/3 say yes, 1/3 says no. And I think it's a preference thing, right? I wouldn't put.
And I think yeah, like what he's just talking about. Probably it is a preference thing because as of right now, if I looked at my view count and I see 0, it might be not as motivating. Whereas I don't even know how many people are like watching the stream right now. It's probably 1 or 2, right? Realistically, or 0. But if there's 20 people watching right now or 50 people watching, like, yes, then I would be like, oh my god. But right now, the sense of like I'm not even looking at it kind of does help in a way.
Too much stock into this, and
but then again, also not having a chat is also bad because I'm not interacting with the viewers who are putting their time into watching me.
Yes, to looking at the view count while streaming are the same people who said average view count is the most important metric. But I just want to put some gravity onto the average view count number. Don't become obsessed with it. Don't become psycho. You know,
Yeah.
don't let it ruin your life, I guess is what I should say. But be aware. You don't have to know it while you're live. You can look at it after. You can even look at it after a week or a month and look at the charts and see how it does for games. But know it. Know your stream. Know what people like, know what people don't like. I talk about this a lot. Everyone falls off. Now, it's a little funny to talk about how everyone falls off in a video about how to be a streamer. You haven't even made it yet, and I'm talking about how you're about to fall off. But it's true. And in these videos, I talk a lot about the how to make the sausage, the how to be a big streamer, the what happens if you do become a big streamer. But the reality is you're going to fall off. You're going to quit. Even if you fucking make it. Even if you watch this video and in 5 years you're like, let me watch your video. I'm the biggest streamer in the fucking world. In 10 years, 20 years, you're going to be like, I watched your video. I was the biggest streamer in the world and now I fell off. So while you're here, while you're making shit, you might as well make something you care about. And in the past, I haven't focused on this enough. But it is truly all that matters. It is literally all that matters, is making something.
Derek, why'd you take your pants off?
My balls is hard.
I understand.
Hi, my name is Derek.
You care.
You know what?
If you're
I'm actually a big fan of having of ads now in our freaking thing. I think it's kind of funny
shit
to have.
that is an antithesis to your being and what you like and what matters or what you think is cool. Like, what's the fucking point in that?
Yeah.
You know? Leave a mark. Be someone who makes shit they're proud of. I promise you. I have seen the heights that some streamers have hit, and then they start to fall off a bit, and then they're fucking depressed. But you wouldn't be depressed if you were proud of what you made. If the only thing that matters is the success, then you will guaranteed be sad in the long term.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters is making something you care about.
I think it's definitely to be a streamer and to be a successful streamer. It's something that like you definitely want to just make the things you want to make. You know, to make interesting ideas or creative content, right? Things that you only care about does help, and it is that matters. But actually, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to say is do what he's saying, because it does help. And I feel like being more project oriented rather than being like, I need to do like stream to get higher view count for success is another big gap between what makes a streamer successful. If you do the things that you want to do and have goals and ideas and plans and projects to make that in effect of that cause, you will be successful. But rather having it be like the cause of wanting to be successful and the effect of having that success is counterproductive.
Then truly, the only way you fail is if you don't make something you care about. And so with that thought, I got some final steps. If you've already gone through the process, you've gone live at least once, you just tried it out.
Yeah.
You wrote down your goals, your inspiration, all that. If you're at this point, congratulations.
Thank you.
I got one more thing I need you to do. In the thought of making something you're proud of, if you really want to graduate and become a baby, if you really want to graduate and become a big streamer, I want you to show off your work. If you are not willing to show friends and family the shit that you make, you are not serious about what you're making.
Yeah.
And this is a very scary thing to do. This is a fucking terrifying thing to do.
It
is. A lot of
is.
people try to keep their stream life separate from the regular life, so people at school don't know or their family doesn't know. But if you're not proud enough of the shit you're making that you won't sit on the couch and watch a video with your mom or sister or brother or whoever, or you won't Discord message a friend that you've talked to for years who fucking loves you, the shit that you're making, it is disrespectful in my mind to post that publicly expecting other people to watch. If you expect other people who don't give a shit about you to watch the thing that you won't even show the people who love you to watch, I find that disrespectful. And it's scary. But if you're willing to do that step and you take that leap, you'll be in such a better place. You'll be in such a better place, man. Because you'll be at the point where you're already making stuff that you're proud of. And if you're not, and they're like, hey...
This is something that even I kind of was... I didn't even think about. Just having it be kind of part of who you are is an interesting and a lot positive aspect of trying to be a streamer. Because how I think, like back in the like probably what 5-ish, maybe 10 years ago, a lot of people expected like the YouTubers kind of almost like their own persona, like it's like a part of them, like a mask, if you will. So the point of the mask is, you know, however, like what he's saying, this is the complete opposite. He's saying, you know, make this a part of who you are. Don't make it like your only thing, but show it to yourself and to the people who are actually like a personal aspect as well. And having that be, like I said, who you are can also help present yourself as a streamer a lot more charismatic, such as Ludwig. Because I'm sure he might act similar to the people he care about, like in this way. Like he is as charismatic as everyone says, not just on stream but also off stream, you know, in his personal life. I as an assumption, but
this fucking sucks.
I think it's a reasonable assumption.
That'd be amazing. How amazing would that be if someone who loves you could just tell you, like, hey man, this thing actually isn't good, you know, you could work on it, change it, do it better.
And yeah, I like having that kind of personal like friends or family to help almost criticize you does work a lot, you know.
That's great to know.
It helps you motivate.
It's gonna shatter
to
your
get
fucking
better.
ego, or it can lift you up.
Yeah.
It's scary. Do it. Show off your work. I do this to this day. If I make a video that I think's really fucking cool, I send it to my family in France. They don't speak English, but I think if it's really cool, it will cross the language barrier. So when I did my story time when I went to France, I sent it to them. But also when I made the video learning an opera and Italian, I sent it to them because I wanted to share it with them. I thought they would fucking love it, and they did. It was cool. I'm proud of that video. And that, in conclusion, is my Ultimate Streaming Guide 2.0. Thank you very much for watching. A couple things, if you're still here, you want to stick around. If you watch the video all the way through, hey, subscribe, follow my Instagram, become a member if you want.
I do.
And also,
well, I'm not a member.
Make shit you're proud of.
But
that's at the end of the day, all that matters. Okay, man? Make shit you are proud of.
Wow.
We got a short amount of time on this earth. Let's not waste it making shit we don't care about.
What a way to end it, man. What a way to end it. Well, thinking about it now, Oh shit. Shit. I think it's now time to get invested into to what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? I think it's time to start getting into. Hold on. Get into. Let's see here. Oops. Trying to add a source real quick. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Oh! Streamlabs! Alright, I'll use Facecam. Swoop! Woo! Whoop! Don't mind me, cuz I'm just goofing off right now. And then we just put this right there. Hey, all right. And then we're just gonna. Oh, unprofessionalism is what I like the most. Okay. For now, we have an idea, and I think we're going to start getting into stream ideas. Now, with all that said, from our glorious Ludwig, I think it's time to start making up ideas. And for number one, the detailed diatribes. But for now, I'm just going to make them PowerPoint presentations. I'm a big fan of them. I think they might go well, you know, as like video essays. And I think having that will help just kind of show who I am and the things I like talking about. Another thing that, as of right now, Master Duel. I'm a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! I play it a lot. I used to play it a lot, and Master Duels are really fun. But I kind of want to make random decks where I buy, or I get random packs, and I have to make up a random cards, or make up a deck from the random cards that I'm given. I think that's interesting. Adds suspense, like he was talking about. Adds a premise with the bones and then the conclusion. Trying to win with a random deck. That helps a lot. Third thing, big fan of Elden Ring. I want to do Elden Ring bingo. I totally did not think about this while I was starting to get into streaming, but this is recent. I want to try this because I think Elden Ring is one of my favorite games of all time, and I think doing bingo challenges with Elden Ring, and especially when the DLC is coming out in less than 20 days, that's going to be, you know, pretty up to date. So having that would be really cool. So yeah. What else do I need to do? Thinking about other streaming ideas. Ooh. As we were talking about from the Stellar J, and how he makes like the state of games and like the problem with that. Game design states, I guess. I don't know. State of gaming, I guess. State of games. Where I stream a type of game, right? And I kind of give almost an in-depth critique on it, you know, if that makes sense. I think that'd be kind of really cool and interesting, and it'll show how much I'm willing to, you know, get into the game design field. And speaking of game design, making games. On my PowerPoint or on stream, I want to stream making games, game design. I think trying to use Unreal Engine or Unity on stream kind of sounds interesting. It might just be me just staring at a screen, like doing absolutely nothing, but having that idea could work. Another thing is daily comp sci. I'm a comp sci major, I kind of want to just do daily programming. I think, I don't know how to spell programming. But I want to do daily programming. There's a website called lean.code where it's like daily challenges for programming lessons, and I think that'd be kind of interesting because that's the thing that I'm actually the most interested about, and having that will maybe help. I don't know. We'll see. But looking at this list, I'm already thinking about the things that I want to do and things that I want to show as a streamer. And having this list right now kind of is helping me want to make a consistency with streaming. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really do consider liking and subscribing for more. I'd love to see you guys, you know, all try to watch. It's just, I don't know. This is the first time, but you know, thank you for attending, and I can't wait to do more videos and stream like this again. So I will see you all later, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Bye bye.